Hello, everybody. My name is Jamel Dabney, and woo, we got ourselves a win today, or yesterday, as I'm recording this. We got the win over the Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears versus Minnesota Vikings, 33-27. And just gonna break down everything, stats. We're gonna break down stats. We're gonna break down just overall gameplay, and then we're gonna look ahead to next week when we take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the Bears were able to perform another day where they performed really well offensively. Um, Trubisky going 15 for 21, 202 yards, a touchdown, and a garbage time interception. Rushing, he had 8 rushes and 34 yards, which is the most he's had this season. The most rushing attempts he's had this season. No fumbles, nothing really crazy. Nothing too crazy in the turnover department. David Montgomery had himself a career day. Okay, David Montgomery. He set a rookie. He had a career year. Um, for him today. David Montgomery ended up. Let me see this. Montgomery ended up having 32 rushing attempts, 146 yards. So not only is that a career high for the season, that's also a career high for his career. Okay, Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson. Okay, Allen Robinson. Four receiving. Four receptions. 83 yards, no touchdowns, but his longest reception was 35 yards. Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet had a pretty quiet day. 2 receptions for 12 yards, no touchdowns. Darnell Mooney, he's really the star of the show today. 4 receptions, 49 yards, and a touchdown. And again, Anthony Miller having himself a very quiet day as well. Only 1 reception for 13 yards. And Jimmy Graham, another guy who had a quiet day. He was only able to get 2 receiving yards for 25, two receptions and 25 yards. So, pretty quiet day for the tight ends. The wide receivers really got most of the work done, except for Anthony Miller. He didn't really have too much of a great day. He didn't really have too many receptions. On the Vikings side of the ball, we're going to be looking at 2 people today. We're going to be looking at 2 people, and that would be Kirk Cousins and Dalvin Cook, because those were the 2 people who really had the best days. So, Kirk Cousins, if we look at his stats, Kirk Cousins went 24 for 35, 271 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the game-sealing interception on the Hail Mary. He had 3 rushing attempts for 25 yards, which is nowhere near the top of his career. Didn't have the greatest day. Did not have the greatest day at all. And then Dalvin Cook, let him cook. Mike Zimmer, they really integrated him into the game plan like always. 24 rushing attempts, 132 yards. He had 1 touchdown. No fumbles, so nothing really crazy for Dalvin Cook. In the turnover department, so he didn't create any turnovers. So yeah. If we take a look at the defense, I'm not gonna look at any stats here, just observationally. The Bears defense was not great today. Okay, the Bears defense was very lackluster. Um, they were able to get pressure on Kirk Cousins, but they still gave up 400 yards of total offense. And when you're the Bears defense, you have so much talent on that team. You can't be giving up. Um, it's 400 yards of total offense, and so I think that's just something that the Bears need to work on, and obviously, um, losing Jalen Johnson this week was a big deal. I mean, Buster Screen, um, he helps kind of just like brought like he's helping like with the cover. He's not really that good at being targeted one on one. He's always getting beat. But we lost Buster Screen. We lost we lost Jalen Johnson. And then the last point I want to make is special teams. Cairo Santos is the GOAT. He was 4 for 4 on on field goals. He didn't miss anything. Extra points, did not miss any. He has made 21 straight field goals, ladies and gentlemen. So going into these last few games of the season, that's going to be very important. So talking about playoff seeding. So for the playoffs, the Chicago Bears are still technically in the hunt because Arizona did win yesterday um, against the Eagles. So we didn't get any help yesterday. So that means that the Bears are still in the hunt at 7-7, and uh, and Arizona is 8-6. So we are a game back. Arizona plays the 49ers next week. So that's a game that we should be watching out for as Bears fans. Next week for the Bears, we have to go to Jacksonville. Jacksonville Jaguars, they're 1-13, lost season. They're in the hunt for a new quarterback. And with that Jets win, with the Jets win uh, yesterday against the Rams, the Chicago, I mean, no, not the Chicago Bears. um, the Jaguars are now in the hunt for Trevor Lawrence. And so, for Jets fans, that's a little bit unfortunate because you guys were basically counting on counting on the Jets to go 0-16, and of course that's not going to happen. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Did the Bears have a good day today? Let me know. I will try and read all of them, try and comment on all of them, and as I always say, bear down.